Hello, welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. My name's CJ here at Nine Finger Gaming. Now, in the last episode, I did say that we would be moving forward with building our base. However, I came to quickly realise that there is still one thing that we're missing, and that is somebody able to gather us plenty of thatch. Now, did a bit of research. Obviously, you got the Brontos, but don't really want one of them. It'd be a bit awkward going around with one around the base, and the trees are pretty spread out and they're not exactly the quickest thing on land. So one other thing I thought we could get, which I'm going to look for and get today, is a uh, Megatherium, which are pretty good at getting thatch. They're also pretty good when fighting against insects and stuff. I believe these are really good tames if you're taking on something, for instance, like the brood mother. So we are going to try and find ourselves one, and I believe I flew past a couple when I was last in the redwood forest. So it's just going to be a case of searching around here, seeing if we can come across one. There is a couple of other tames that I'd like to get as well that I have seen in the forest. One being a Quetzal. I did see a Quetzal flying around here, but I haven't been able to catch sight of him again since. And also, I've seen one of the um, monkeys. Not the little ones that sit on your shoulder, the large ones. Oh, speak of the devil. So yeah, one of these. And just because I've never caught one before, what level is he? He's only 18, so yeah, we're not going to bother with him. But yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those. Just never caught one before, don't know the uses of them. Probably would have to have a search, find out if there is anything that they're pretty good at getting. But yeah, I definitely want a Megatherium. So I'm going to have a mosey round in the redwood, see if we can come across one. They normally do travel in pairs, or more than one of them at least, so I know if I find one, then there should be more close by. So yeah, I'm going to have a skulk around in the redwood, and I'll bring you back in should I come across one of those, or even if I spot the Quetzal that I saw before. So I'll see you all in just a moment. And straight away, yeah, I found some, so I was just decided come just double check in this cold area. I believe we just come from, yeah, from down by this pool. Obviously, you've got the fort round there, so came up to have a look around here. There is an alpha, I'm probably going to have to get rid of that guy. But yeah, there's one here, and the other one's just over there. Haven't checked the levels, I thought it would bring you back in first. Obviously, there is a few, oh, she's only a level 18. What's the one that's over there? That's a level 72. Yeah, they're still pretty low. So we actually do want to find some higher than that. So I guess I'm just going to have to keep searching. I think I'll probably kill these two off as well, just so I know that there'll be a chance of spawning in some that are higher. And I'm going to have to get rid of this Alpha Carno as well. So, yeah, I'll get to it and bring you back in once we've got what we want. Oh, I was actually after a mammoth as well at one point, but it looks like the wolves are going to try and kill it. So yeah, I'll see you all once we found something a bit better. Finally, we found something worth catching. I've been looking for the Quetzal and also the can't remember the name of it now. I've been searching for hours for the thing. Still haven't really found one that's been a level worth getting. They've all been around 24. I've been finding them on both islands, and I've actually been finding more in the snowy biomes than I have in any of the other biomes. So yeah, the Megatherium is the other one that we've been looking for. I've killed about 7 or 8 Quetzals. They've all been low level. Where's that guy just gone? But I have just seen one. It's not the best colours. There she is. Not the best colours, but finally something worth catching. She's level 162. Now, just want to check what's beneath it. Because we are just going to net it and knock her out that way. And then it's just going to be a case of getting the right foods that we need, letting her starve down for a bit. Ooh, wrong gun. I need the net gun. And the advantage to the Desmona is we can actually do this while we are mounted. So yeah, it does look clear down below. So let's get a nice and knocked out. Yeah, as you can see, it's much easier with the Desmodus, especially considering we can just shoot from a mounted position. So even if she does get up, what we can do is we can chase her down. Just make sure that she doesn't go above anything, because there is a bit of a delay on firing a second net. So we'd have to just keep tranking it while that net recharges. So let's jump off as well. I do want to make sure I've got this on. But we can't get a headshot because she's stuck in the wall. Let's double check on this. Oh no, I've just gone and screwed that. Yeah, so what I think I'll do, I think I'll start again with that, otherwise I'll have just screwed the taming effectiveness. I may not have done, but when me hitting her, I didn't quite like that just happened. So yeah, we can still keep tranking it. As you saw, her torpor was quite high. So yeah, we'll keep on her tail, keep tranking it, and if she goes anywhere where there's a few predators, we'll probably have to just wait for her to change direction like she just did there. I think I've a double check now with the net. There's a good chance we can re-net it. While she's over this way, would be much preferred. Yeah, see, it's still showing up red, so the delay is still there. Yeah, and she will aid us as well with the Megatherium, because what we can then do instead of... Oh, I do not want you to go that way. Let's see if we can get around you. Push you back inland. Yeah, because what we could do as well, once we've got this, is we could technically just pick up any Megatherium that we see and bring it straight back to our base and tame it up while we're in there. Yeah, so it's now turned green on the crosshair, so we should be able to net her again. I'm also going to come into third person so I can land a bit easier. And we should even be able to get headshots on her now. Yeah, so this will help us in knocking her out. I think I'll get one more in. Get this loaded. And we'll check a torpor. Yeah, so there's still some way to go. So I may have to net her 1-2 more times. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go away. I'm going to get it knocked out and I'll bring you back in once we're in the final taming process. But I think I'm going to wait it out as well, get her before we go looking for a Megatherium. I have been looking for about 5 hours now. And just don't seem to be getting the levels spawning that I'm after. Yep, she's off again. Yeah, all the levels that I've been getting have been relatively low, so it's no good for us. So yeah, I'm just going to chase her down, get her knocked out, I'll bring you back in once we're about to tame her. Got it down then, so I've just been letting her starve up. I haven't let her starve up too much, still only been about 3 or 4 minutes, but what I'm going to do, because obviously we've got the Sanguine Elixir, which should speed up the process, and I've also brought along a sheep, as these do like mutton. So let's end this guy's life, and then we need some of his meat. I'm pretty sure that's going to be more than enough. Now if I get close enough, put some of that in. Use one of those. Don't want that. Yeah, fair. We look at that. So Shorty at 63%. Did she eat? I know we gave her the sanguine elixir, which is 30. Yeah, she did eat. Probably at twice. So we're probably going to have to wait just a bit longer. I also want to get rid of that as well. Don't want anything coming down here after the corpse. And also, I do want to drop the rest of this mutton as well. I don't want it filling up my inventory. And same with the rocket as well. That can also go. Yeah, just a case of waiting for it to tame up then. I did bring a saddle along with me, just a basic saddle, not a platform saddle. And obviously I've also got the saddle, still waiting for the Megatherium. Uh, 80%, probably still needs to eat 2 more times. So yeah, I'm just going to wait here then for the quets to tame. And then I'll probably bring you back in once I find us a Megatherium to tame. Here it is. Finally, I've found one. It's now the next day. It's taken me far too long to find a decent level Megatherium. Obviously, I still need a female as well, but at least we're a bit underway and we actually have the male. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly take the Maywing and swap out for the Quetzal. Now luckily nothing really attacks these, so even if I was to take it back to base and say some animals had spawned, which I think I saw an RG in there when I came on this morning, then they should technically leave this guy alone. Ooh, before we do grab him, don't go walking off that edge, mate. Before we do grab him, just want to quickly show you as well the stats that we got on the Quets. I don't believe I did show you yesterday. And it's not really a great Quet. Obviously, it's got 46 points in weight, which is good, because that's really all I really wanted for. But obviously, there's 48 points there in its food, which isn't really necessary. I would have preferred a few more points in I would have preferred a few more points in the... Can you go away, please? In the health. We definitely need to put it up and grab him. So let's grab this guy and go before anything happens. So yeah, I would have preferred some more points in the health, but unfortunately it's just what we've got. It took me long enough to actually find this Quetzal. So I'm not really going to worry about what his stats are. I'm just glad that the weight is pretty high. So yeah, I'm going to do the long process of flying this guy all the way back to the base, and I'll bring him once we reach there. You're not going to believe what's just happened. So obviously, as you can see, my stamina is getting pretty low on the Quets. So what I thought I'd do is find a nice place to land, just so I can regather some stamina. Now, I placed him down here, and he fell through the floor. So yeah, brilliant start to the day. Finally found ourselves a high level Megatherium and completely went to pot thanks to Ark and its buggy situations. So yeah, we've just completely lost that level 162 or 168, whatever it was. He is now no longer exists, fell completely through the floor. I'm going to have a quick look down here, just make sure he didn't actually ping off, but I didn't drop him anywhere near the cliff face. So yeah, he definitely vanished through the floor. So yeah, that is a bit of a pain in the arse. Obviously, it's been 2 days now trying to find one that's a decent level. I go and find one, and something stupid like that happens. I think that means what I'm going to do now then, I am going to go head back to base. Obviously, I'm going to fly across there on the Maywing. I'm going to grab the things I'd need to make a trap. I think the next one that I do find, I'm going to trap in. I'm not going to waste no time with taking it back to base. So the Quetzal may be a bit useful, but pretty much flies too slow, and it's not really going to be that much use for me. But now I've got to go through the process of trying to find Yet another high level Megatherium. So it's becoming a bit of a pain in the arse. So I'll see you once we have got sorted, and fingers crossed it's not going to take me another full day to find one. So luckily enough, I've actually found two. I've just set up two quick, simple kind of traps just to hold them in. Hopefully it'll be enough. Locke has it as well. Obviously it's a male and a female. The male, sorry, is 168. The female is actually a 156. So bad luck seems to have gone, and we may be lucky enough now to just drop one in here. So I kind of want to make sure that we go straight over the top. Oh, I actually dropped him, must have caught the side. Yeah, so I'm going to have to put one in there and one hopefully in the other trap. And then I can trank both of these two up. And then I'm going to have to go back to base. I need some more narcotics. And that one's in there, yeah. I'm going to need some more narcotics to just make sure that they both stay out cold, because I forgot to bring those with me. And then I believe these tame up easily on honey, so we're going to need to bring some honey over as well. So I'm just going to get this one dropped into this little chamber here. And nope, I don't even want to fly too close to the floor, because I do not want them to go through the floor like the last one did. And we're about over there. Yeah, brilliant. So that one's also stuck in. So now I should be able to trank both of these two up, and then I'll have to run back to base and come back over this way. So yeah, it can't get out of there, which is good. Just go for the headshots. The other one can't get out either, which is also good, because these will kill me. Hope they're not attacking the wall there. Can't see any damage figures coming up, so I think we should be okay. Obviously the other one is relatively annoying too. Hitting me. The other one's still in there, yeah. Nope, didn't really mess with that one. I do believe these guys have quite high torpor as well, so this could take some time, especially if I keep missing like I do. Let's just go for our body shots. Not like we get the headshot bonus damage. So I want to keep my eyes peeled. So there's a lot of wolves up here, so I'm going to have to be extremely careful. Probably have to go around with the Desmodus after, just get rid of all of those. Is the other one still in there? Yeah. Yeah, so this is going to be a long process, so I'll probably bring you back in once I've got both of them knocked out, and probably have already gone back and fetched the narcotics and bring back some honey with me as well. Yeah, here we go back then. So I've got some sanguine elixir on me and I've got some honey on me, and gone down by 400, so if I give them one of those and drop in a load of that. There we go, that one is tamed up immediately. I'm just going to leave you there a second. Let's go get the other one as well. One thing I saw as well while I was actually on my way back was a male Quetzal as well, level 168. So it does seem like my luck is actually in today, and we're actually getting the levels that we're looking for. Unfortunately though, I don't quite need a Quetzal right now. It still might be worth taming just because it is there. Obviously this one was a 162, so it'd be a good one to tame with, to mate with, but yeah, I might do, but it may be off camera. I don't really see the need in taking you guys through all that again. Right, so I also want my structure gun, and I want to pick up all these PCs. I don't want to leave any of them behind. And I also want to take back all of this as well. May have to put some stuff on the May wing. Yeah, because I'm going to be overburdened, so let's drop a load on the May wing. I probably don't need this honey either, so I could probably just drop that. But yeah, so we've got our megatherium. That does now mean that we can get plenty of thatch, and also with me having the 2 eye levels, I can finally go ahead and start mating them up as well. So we could potentially look at doing some of the early bosses. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to meet you back at base. Hopefully then we should have a lot of thatch. I'll probably get a load of thatch using the megatherium. And I'll bring you back in once we have some foundations and stuff to place, so I can give you a good idea on how we're going to outline the shape of the base that we're going to build within the walls of that fort, because I am going to build there. We've been there for a while now. My original plan was to build there. I know there's the issue with despawning, but I think with a big enough building in that far corner, it should prevent any future spawning. So I'll meet more once we're back. Foundations built. Just a case of putting them down. I was going to begin a bit sooner, but realizing that I want to try and get it to kind of follow the shape of the wall at the back. Only these 3 walls here, and then obviously the shape will change up. But as you can see, this is kind of what I've got going at the moment. So it kind of matches, not 100%. Couldn't really get it perfect, but I think it's done a pretty good job so far. So just go quickly check on that side as well. It's a bit hard to tell down here, but once you go in this view, you can technically you can see a lot easier. As you can see, it does taper in slightly on the front there, and let's just double check this one as well. This one kind of tapers in a touch as well, so I'd say that is pretty much equal and the best I can get it. So these angles aren't quite as matching as the triangular to square foundations, but that's not a problem. That's something we can easily work with. So I'm going to go along now and get pretty much the outline done. So they are going to end off here. Will be the same the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I believe the other one's 10 as well. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triangles wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so that's 10 as well. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to carry on with the building, get the outline of in its shape I want, and probably fill out the base floor as well. I'll bring you back in when we're a bit further through. Here we are then. I'll just jump on the Argentavis. This is kind of the shape that I'm going for. This horseshoe shape is going to be the main building. And then this is going to be a bit of a yard where I can put some breeders down. Like I say, we can breed up these smaller dinosaurs. Obviously, we've still got all this open area out here where we could breed up any of the large dinosaurs. It's just going to be much safer to have anything smaller within this area. Don't know if I'm going to put a gate on there. Probably will, just for that added safety. I don't want anything getting in here at all, especially if I've got animals breeding outside. But yeah, the building itself, obviously it's going to be made out of stone. And will be some wood in there, but then I think the roof, I'm just going to keep that either thatch, or I may even just have a look and see what the wooden roof looks like. Probably won't use the wood, but we may use the wood elsewhere on, say, another build somewhere else. But as for now, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed, as always, do feel free to leave a like. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.